Hello and welcome to a tour of a lifetime. This is a room tour because I thought it'd be fun to do. And as you can see, I got a lot of stuff here. So let's begin over here. Here is the lovely door, which I got this Nintendo poster. That actually is the original 80s one from an NES, as well as a map to Red Dead Redemption 2. We got this lovely amp, not in use right now. There's an acoustic guitar in here, and there's a bass that I used to play, not as much anymore. And I did a little printout just to make the room look more lively, so some games I like around. There's my dog, he was a puppy, just to remember him, because he was a good boy. There's a random face mask, don't mind that. Now above the door, we got my small Game Gear collection, which I have in the cassette cases. Let me take one down just to show you. You'll see more cassette. Oh, this one's in the console. I just want to show you how they fit. There you go. Yeah, they fit. It's pretty snug in there. You have to modify a little bit to fit the Game Gear games. I don't really play a Game Gear because the console doesn't run that well. But I had to have display for them. And I thought they'd take some room there, so I thought, hey, why not? I'm not going to go into those little printouts because you can see what they are. Some games that I like. I just put this here because I felt like it thing too. Here's the beautiful thing, the trash can. Well, it's a hand-me-down trash can for right now. You see my junk in there. Here's this awesome Darth Vader, which I just picked up not that long ago. In fact, it was like a week ago for $4. Yard sale. This is just kind of a display table for right now. A lot of crap. Of course, I forgot to organize this area a little bit here. This magnet is not being used right now. Alright, let's move this out of the way. So this is the handheld corner, which, as you could probably tell, I'm running out of space for. But we got all the handhelds here from Game Boy, DS, and 3DS, and such, as well as the PSP and Game Gear. I got some cases back there for DS, because I use a different method for storing DS games, which you'll see later. Just a random puzzle there. I guess I should move that. And some N64, the two N64 boxes I own, which I own 007 and Rogue Squadron in the box. I got them from a yard sale a long time ago. And in the back, we got this nice Lego Sonic set in a little tin. These switches don't really have a spot, so I'm just laying them on top, as well as this carrying case for a 3DS, I guess. If you want more in-detail video about all these consoles, I will do one. Here's some random stuff, some extra VHS stuff, but we'll move on here. Got the two GameCubes that are not being in use. Actually, I have 4 GameCubes right now. It's kind of ridiculous. The orange spice and the indigo. This is a Japanese exclusive, in case you're wondering. Yeah, there's a Billy Bass here. It's not mine. He just hangs out. It's my fiance. She loves it. Here's just some loose discs. I have to keep in this nice little container. I don't know, I had this on display. It's 3DS Amiibo Reader. Kind of useless for some 3DSs. This Lego Disney Castle. I like that a lot. Here's a mini Charizard collection. Just some cool stuff. And there's a little Charmander. Only like a couple stuffs at my location that for my collection of Charmander, Zard, Charizard. Here's another cool thread to things. A mini Pac-Man arcade, and yeah, it does work. Cool little display thing. I got this Batman Nerf the Riptide item. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep him or not. More boxes stuff. You gotta love your boxes. Got a Mario Kart 8 puzzle, which I need to do, and some Pokemon stuff. This awesome VHS tape. This car, because it's supposed to be hanged up somewhere. It's not my Pokemon. It's my fiance's favorite Pokemon, and it fell. And these 2 boxes, which I have kept for a long time, for Yellow and Soul Silver, which make them the most expensive thing I own, technically speaking, because I have that complete. Here's a random micro SpongeBob collection. Some plushes. We got Gary, Patrick, and SpongeBob. As well as this DS carrying case. And this sticker thing, I wasn't sure what to do with it because it didn't want it's brand new. It's from the 2000s, so I was like, it's old. This usually goes in my sign collection, which is at a different location, but I'm running out of room there, and I'm just kind of waiting to move at this point. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that, so I put it there. We got a Sega Genesis Model 1, not plugged in. I don't have the wires for that one. There's my Atari 2600, as well as some big box PC games. Not really big box, just they fit there. This Spyro is out of place, I guess, but everything's out of order here. So there's a holder. There's the little box, the Lego set. That was a cool box. And here's some Disney Park stuff. I got 2 Figment things and this orange bird stuff, as well as this really cool Hylian shield made out of foam. And my Mario hat. This went to a Mario costume, but I put it on top of my CRT here. Probably need a better one of these. But hey, what can we get? Oh great, I forgot to do this. This is the best setup, if you couldn't tell. But here's some of my consoles that go into the CRT. We got the Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, NES, and GameCube. Let's see, I was playing some Diddy Kong Racing on 64, Donkey Kong Country. I believe this is a Legend of Zelda. And in here is Mario Baseball. I got my memory card, which I actually lost for a while. Then I found it. And there's this Animal Crossing memory card, which holds barely any data. It kind of sucks. This is the Platinum GameCube, but I might swap it out for my original black GameCube. Collect VHS. Some of these are mine, some of them are my fiance's. You like to collect them. Here's the boarded, I guess, ones. And they ran out of room, so here's some extra ones. I'm actually currently watching this one, so it's not lovely. Speaking of VHS, they go all the way over here. This entire section is the entire the Disney section, basically. I almost got all the main films released on VHS for the Disney films, so that's pretty cool. As well as these Disney little park McDonald toys that came out not that long ago. Here's the main TV. Not the best TV, but hey, it does what it needs to do. Next to it is the PS5, which I don't play. I only play GameCube at this point, which is kind of sad. Here's this Chuck E. Cheese figure, because why not? There's my VCR, as well as a Kinect, which just can't be used in this room because this room's too small. A motion bar. And over here, we got more consoles. The Xbox Series X, which I also don't play. The Wii U. Switch OLED. The Wii. A Red Wii, to be exact. A PS3, an Xbox 360, an Xbox One, which I'll probably never play. I turned on to see if it worked. I got that at a yard sale just for collecting purposes. And here's some additional VHS tapes. A lot of these ones on this side are kind of crap. Some of which I probably wouldn't even own if it wasn't for my fiance, but hey, it's okay. Here's an actual poster for Pokemon Generation 1. Moving on to my games. On the top, we got some Mario plushes. Got Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong. And some boxes. You can't see behind there, but that's the Mario Kart Live Home Circuit Mario box. Got my original Switch box, Happy Meal box. So there's a 1UP plush right there. It looks like a pink and green Switch Joy-Cons. And that's the OLED box behind there. You can kind of see them over here. These are all my Game Boy games. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. Need to get more. I put them all on custom cassette cases. I have a video on these, like an older one. Maybe I'll do an updated one. Pretty cool. That's how I store them. Isn't that lovely? Here's some Amiibos. Got Waluigi, Bowser, the 2 Marios. I got these thrifted, so this one's missing a hand, but that's okay. This McDonald's toy. I think it's broke upside down, like some manufacturing error. Like, that shouldn't be that way, should it? Here's the DS games. Because there's so many loose limbs, I decided to do cassette cases because I thought it'd be easier at the time. Maybe not so much, but hey. There's these little keychain Game Boy there. Some loose 3DS games. I need to make more cases, obviously. This is like a weird stylus container. Lovely DS. More Amiibos. Got Mewtwo, Lucario, Kirby, Toon Link, and Toon Zelda. We got my overloaded Switch games, which I need to also work on because some of them are seeing their spines as well. I always have like one Switch game on display like that. For right now, it's Spyro. For the amiibos, we got Lucina, Ness, and Duck Hunt. In this set, because it's Mario with Cappy. I actually had this Cappy before I found this Mario. I was like, oh, huh. He throws his cap. Here is a little overcrowded stuff shelf right now, which includes all the PC games I own, as well as some of the Atari games. In front, we got this mini Spyro collection, like Spyro, and some Mario Kart stuff. And below that, just some extra DVDs that didn't fit. It's these Mario things. I thought they're pretty cool, like this cake thing. We got these dragons, which aren't mine, and the rest of the Atari stuff and carrying cases. And over here is a bunch of extra controllers and accessories, like this GameCube controller, and this GameCube controller, and this GameCube. GameCube's the best. I also got this Guitar Hero guitar. And there's some of my vinyl that I have. Let's work our way up. Here's a micro Minecraft shelf. I guess not really micro. I found all these Minecraft items, except for this one, because I printed that out. Thrifted, so all the stuff I found at thrift stores. Got a couple Steves, a zombie, ocelot, wolf, fox, and llama, and a diamond sword. As well as this torch, which actually does work. This thing, don't ask, just some random thing I always had, so, hey, put on display. Here's some of the cartridge-based games I have. I don't have a lot. There's the NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and the start of my GameCube. I had to try to have it in order on this side, just have kind of handheld games, which I guess counts Switch just because it fits there. Here I start from Nintendo, then it goes to Sega, then it goes to Sony, PlayStation, and then Xbox. I have this unique Mario figure. Looks like he's pretty old. Looks like someone wrote on it though. So I have him there because he fits. We got a little Meowth, Bulbasaur, Meryl, Trico, Pikachu, and Grovyle, as well as this Yarn Yoshi amiibo, because that fit there as well. And of course, as you've probably seen, I have a lot of custom stuff. And of course, I didn't make these myself. I bought these, but these nice N64 end labels. Look how nice they look. Lovely. Here's the GameCube collection. I actually used to have more GameCube games, but I need to re-get them. If you couldn't tell from the other stuff in this video, it's my favorite console by a landslide. Followed by that, we got Wii games, and following that, we got Wii U games, and then 3DS games. They didn't have a better place to put them right now. And here's my Sega stuff. I don't have a lot of Sega. We got Genesis, and here's my small Saturn Dreamcast. It's got mixed up here. Dreamcast is not supposed to be before. It's supposed to be after Saturn here. I made more custom cases for these games because they come in giant cases. Plus, a lot of them don't have those cases. So instead of having this weird sleeve, I actually have an actual printout for this one. And here's this game. Is Revolution X, but normally it comes in this. So just because this is impossible to store, and plus you don't see this a lot, I have it in this. I need to mod Saturn so I can play more games on it, I guess. But yeah, that's my little collection. Isn't it neat? Here's just some Pokemon curtains, as well as some Sonic plushes that should be in my Sonic collection, but they're not. Alright. Here we go, we got some PlayStation games. Here's some PlayStation 1. PlayStation 2, which goes here, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5, as well as some PlayStation P and one PSP video. Xbox 360, Xbox One, and then there's a little bit of Series X, and there's some DVDs there. There's some extra boxes right here. Here's one of the chairs. This is not my chair, it's my chair that usually my fiance sits in, or someone else. Here's a closet that has a bunch of all my cell stuff in there. There's some jackets hung up there for when it's cold, as well as some ties. And there's 2 zappers and Black Suit Spider-Man. Put some dirt in your eye. Here is this lovely chair. not chair, what is a chair? This little holder, which holds a bunch of little stuff there, holds some books, as well as my Sonic bank, because I've been using that a lot lately. And of course, you could have some candle, because candles set the mood. Of course, is one of the coolest things is the Mario lamp. This is the thing that actually lights the whole area. And we got some Looney Tunes coasters. I use the Bugs Bunny because I like him. And for extra stuff, here's the because this table doesn't hold that much. Here's the crappy old snack tray, and just a bunch of random stuff that I might need. This McDonald's bucket, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So there's that, and this is my chair, which has a Nintendo 64 blanket on top. It's quite cozy. That's also where I take all my photos for sale items. And I guess last but not that interesting is this Sonic Movie 2 poster, which I have keychains on it. I got the Super Nintendo keychain, and 64 keychain, GameCube keychain, and this Majora's Mask keychain. That one's from Majora's Mask 3D to be exact. So yeah, that's my room. What's your favorite item in this room? Tell Diddy Kong in the comments below.